Sometime when you're out in the community, a police officer may approach you and ask to talk to you.
Hello. Hi, how are you doing today?
Good.
Hi, I'm Officer Chong with Fairfax County.
Police call this kind of conversation a community contact.
Austin?
It seems simple enough to talk to a police officer, but there are things you need to know and think about when you do.
Well, do you mind if I sit down and talk to you?
You need to know what to expect when a police officer approaches to talk to you. You need to understand how to stay safe by listening well and keeping your hands in plain sight. There are accommodations you can ask for if you need them to communicate and cooperate with the police officer.
A community contact can be many different things. It could be a suspicious person, someone that is wandering around, someone called in the police because they see someone acting differently or acting strange. That contact is the officer approaching that individual to establish, are you in need of anything? Are you okay?
Are you waiting on someone? No? Okay. Do you know where we are?
So the whole community contact is just relaying a relationship between the officer and the person.
The Fairfax County, Virginia Police Department offers practice sessions for families so they can experience and learn what to do during a police traffic stop. At the same time, people with disabilities can get a feel for the experience of talking to a police officer in the community.
Talking to police under any circumstances, whether it's a community or a traffic stop, at any time, can be challenging, which is why it's so important to plan ahead.
I'm just going to ask you a few information, okay? Is that okay with you?
So keep in mind, once an officer approaches you on a contact stop, he's just mostly trying to relay to you that he is there to assist you or help you in whatever situation may be. So it's highly encouraged that you talk to the officer, to at least let him know what's the problem and see if he or she can help you.
Though a police officer may be asking for ways to help you, they're also alert to anything you might do that could be perceived as a threat.
When we speak of a traffic stop, we think of someone in a vehicle. But when we speak of community contact, safety still is a main factor in this. That's why we always stress to individuals, keep your hands out instead of going in your pocket, because I don't know what's in your pocket that can harm me or you.
So police want to understand the issue that led them to approach you in the first place. So clear communication is critical. And if you need accommodations to hear, speak, or understand, let the police officer know right away. There are lots of different options depending on specifically what you need. Some accommodations might be speaking slowly, using simple vocabulary, talking louder or talking softer, making direct eye contact or not.
It's always good for an officer to either produce a piece of paper, maybe the individual can express himself in writing, or an officer feels he or she needs someone that can sign, we can get someone to do sign language. But we try our best to deal with the individual that we have there in the best that we can.
Having a card that has your name and describes your disability and anything you might need to interact effectively is really helpful, because in the moment, it might be difficult for you to say that out loud. So to have a card makes it easy for you, and it makes it easy for the person you're talking to, the officer in the situation. One good way to become comfortable with police officers is to introduce yourself to them when you see them. Maybe when you go down to the police station, you can go in and introduce yourself. It's a great idea. They would love to meet you.
Just keep in mind, we're all human. We all like to be greeted. So if you see an officer, say hello to an officer. Officer will say hello back to you. It's a mutual understanding that we are both here to serve each other.
Visit the ARC of Northern Virginia's website for more tips on police interactions and other public safety issues for people with disabilities. Get fact sheets, disability identification cards, and more videos like this one. The Mid-Atlantic ADA Center's website has information, guidance, and training on the Americans with Disabilities Act. We encourage you to get in touch with your local police or sheriff's department to ask questions and share information about yourself and family members with disabilities.